What is going on? What is going on, YouTube? It's your boy, Julien Stoutt, licensed personal trainer, licensed PE teacher, world record, powerlifter, here to take the fear out of fitness. We're about to take off in classes in session. Well, it's hot and it's pretty bright outside, but my dogs are in air conditioning. We're good. I'm not. But that's beside the point. I'm going to get right to it. I'm not even going to waste any more time. America, y'all get on my damn nerves. Y'all get on my nerves. And here's the reason why y'all get on my nerves. Because the majority of you act like you have not been raised with a core set of values. And you guys abandon them to satisfy your own egos. And I am not going to mince words with you today. From the Caitlin Clark snub to men's mindset about how to go about living their lives, how they are to behave when dealing with members of the opposite sex. All of it. Some of you cannot deal with the truth. So, over the last few days, I have come across some videos that have literally set me off in ways that will literally set you off too when you see them. Because this is why we as a society can't go anywhere. Because we cannot accept the word no. Now, I don't mean that you don't go after the core of what you want. But a lot of you cannot seem to get into the right mindset when it comes to obtaining what it is that you desire. So, the whole Caitlin Clark thing, right? Stephen A. Smith, who I admire and respect immensely, who might be related to family members of mine, but not me directly. Keyword is might be. They're not really seeking it out, so Stephen A. don't, go after my family as though that they're seeking your financial wealth, because they're not. They're doing quite well for themselves on their own. But I like to see family come together. It's just me. It's just a character flaw in my opinion for me directly. But Stephen A. Smith is particularly upset about Caitlin Clark being snubbed from the Olympics. But he's not the only one. There are hundreds, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of people who are sitting here whining about her not being on the Olympic women's basketball team. But to avoid getting myself into some trouble,
more weeks. So head to netsuite.com/SAS.
So I'm gonna play this video for y'all. What y'all not hearing it.
I used to spend hours searching for the best deals.
While hearing it, so that way you do not see it, because I don't want to get copyright stricken.
And this was an idiotic decision by Team USA, the Olympic team, as a rookie. I was on the record this morning saying this was an idiotic decision by Team USA. I just want the world to know I haven't changed my mind one damn bit. I think it was idiocy, personally. I want to make sure that everybody understands what I'm saying. From a basketball standpoint, I'm not talking about that at all. Every single player that's on Team USA deserved to be there ahead of Caitlin Clark.
So let's stop there. If everybody that is on that team deserves to be there ahead of her, what is the complaint? Why are we complaining about the fact that this young lady was told no? Why? Because she was told no? Now, Stephen A. Smith is going to get to a point, and the point that he's going to make comes from a certain mindset. But I have to turn around and I'm going to bounce back from it when he finishes his explanation. I digress. Let's go.
Without question. Every single person that's on that roster. We all know A'ja Wilson is the one in the league. She's the standard, okay? We know that.
The best.
We understand that everybody that's on this team has deserved it. Their play has warranted it. They played better than Caitlin Clark thus far. I get all of that. I'm not thinking about basketball. I'm thinking purely about marketing. I'm thinking about the fact that the WNBA swears they want to elevate its brand, that women's basketball obviously deserves a higher profile. They've been lamenting the fact that they haven't gotten the shine that they so richly deserved and has worked diligently for decades. The WNBA is entering its 28th season, for crying out loud. They've never gotten the hype that they've received over the last month or so since Caitlin Clark has arrived on the scene. Record ratings, record revenue, everything that you could think, record attendance, everything. They've never had it before. Knowing that and knowing what a global platform the Olympics provides and what that could ultimately do for the WNBA if you had her.
Right now, Stephen A. Smith is showing her statistics for this season. 16.8 points per game, 37.3% from any field goals, and 32% from three-point range. 5 rebounds, 6 assists, 12 games in 25 days. Okay? Now, if I were to compare that to the male standpoint, she wouldn't even get looked at, let alone be praised and chased after and sought after. Now, I'm not suggesting that the young lady's trash. I'm suggesting she's in her rookie season. Let the girl go do what she does. But y'all can't take the word no. Y'all can't take the word of not right now. Your time is coming. Not right now. When I was a kid, I threw one tantrum when my mom told me no. If she watches this, she's probably going to giggle. But threw a tantrum inside of a department store. Don't remember which. Particularly, I don't exactly remember the story. But as told by my mother, she turned around and said, threw the tantrum, and she looked at me with the most fiercest look that she's probably given me, and said, if you don't cut your ish, And that was it. Never did it again. As a matter of fact, as I got older, and when I say older, I mean like maybe 5 or 6, I figured out that when my mother told me no about something, if I were patient and I waited for it, it will come to me when I least expected it, namely Christmas. Okay? And it stuck with me. That is why I have a sense of delayed gratification. It is the reason why I find myself in a position where I plan for the future as opposed to trying to get it now. It's one of those staple points. It's one of the focus points that I want you to understand of what makes me me. How my mindset came to be what it is. If I ask for something, wait for it. But don't wait for it simply on the lack of effort. You have to ask for it and then you have to work for it. Faith without works is what? Dead. So therefore, I want my faith to be alive. So therefore, I am going to do all that I can to work for it. I'm not going to sit here and play the role and act as though I can't possibly get what I need and what I want. And this young lady is not doing bad, because I've shown throughout this whole entire Caitlin Clark argument, she is pretty much on par with the rookie season of Diana Taurasi. A few points short. I think it's 0.4 points short. And we still have several games to go. So Caitlin Clark could actually exceed Diana Taurasi by the end of the season for rookie season. She can exceed the likes of Candace Parker, who received the MVP her rookie season. I believe she even won a championship that season. But that's not the point. The point is that you, America, can't seem to take the word no. And it shows in your behavior. It shows in your actions. And Stephen A. Smith is complaining about money rather than integrity, which will net you more money. So let me ask you a question out there, guys. Would you rather make $1 million in 1 year and never make another dollar again? Or would you rather make $2 million over the course of your life? Meaning, you have a steady check. May not be massive, but you got a steady one coming in for the next 30 years. We're talking about the life of your career, not your actual life, but the life of your career. You stand to make $2 million, but you can get $1 million now, but your name is mud after that. Which one would you do? One lacks integrity, the other one does. Why are we marketing mediocrity? She's not winning. Number one, she's not even shooting very well right now. Part of it is because she's getting her behind whooped. She's getting her behind whooped. People are bumping into her, knocking her down, bumping her around, giving her lumps. And I'm here to say that it comes with the territory. But some of us can't seem to be told no. So let Stephen A. finish his point.
Participating, I think they missed the boat on passing that up. That's where I stand with it. That's what I believe is fair to say. But I'm not the only voice here that matters. I brought on what I consider to be, who I consider to be, an elite voice. She has emerged as a star in this business. She does a phenomenal job as a basketball analyst for ESPN, WNBA basketball, women's college basketball, NBA basketball, the list goes on and on. I think she's brilliant. I think she's fantastic. I love having her on any platform that I am on. I am talking about the one and only Andrea Carter, former college basketball player at the University of Tennessee, by the way. What's going on, Andrea? How you doing? How's everything?
What's up, Stephen A? First of all, always happy to chat with you. Always happy to break it down, to get into it. Let me just start by saying this. I am a fan of Caitlin Clark. I have a cereal box with her face on it by my door. I got into an argument with you about her GOAT status. And this has nothing to do with how I feel about Caitlin. From the basketball perspective, you already said it. I said it all morning. There's not a basketball reason for Caitlin to be on this team. She did not participate in any camps. She could not participate in any qualifying tournaments. These players on this roster have been working for this opportunity since 2022. Let's just go ahead and make that very, very clear. Multiple players on this roster, they've played with each other. They have played together. And I've also heard people talking about the first notion that USA is going to win anyway. Why not just give Caitlin Clark a spot? Spots 11, 12, spot 10 on that roster, those spots matter in terms of chemistry, in terms of continuity, in terms of familiarity. The Olympics is a tall task. And for people to just think, well, USA is going to win anyway, why not sacrifice a little of the integrity of the roster for a marketing perspective, blows my mind. What?
So, Andrea Carter expressed exactly what I feel. You're going to deny the integrity of the game just to collect a couple more dollars? So basically what you're telling me is you're willing to sell out the integrity of the game just to say you got money in your pocket. But again, if you sell out the integrity, there are going to be people who are not going to take the WNBA seriously because Caitlin Clark has not earned her spot. The woman hasn't even practiced with the team. You're going to mess with the chemistry. So now, here's the reason why. What if Caitlin does get on the team or got on the team? And because they just gave it to her. No effort, no work required for her to earn her stripes to get on this team. But she gets in there, stinks up the joint. Not because she's terrible, but because she wasn't ready. And not only does she stink up the joint, but they bench her. Now, all those people who lack integrity is going to sit here and cry, whine, piss, and moan about the fact that she's not playing. Why isn't she playing? Why isn't she playing? I want to see Caitlin Clark shoot logos. Like as if that's going to win the gold medal. The whole purpose of the Olympics is to win gold medals, let alone medal out. And if you have the prestige, the honor, and the notoriety of being a gold medal favorite, generation after generation, nothing less will do for the United States of America for the women's team. Therefore, what if she loses? Causes us to lose. And we lose because we were worried about money. Now what? You think those women on that team are going to be happy with Caitlin? You think Team USA as a basketball organization is going to be happy with Caitlin? So do you think she's going to be on the roster in 2028? No. So do you think that the basketball purists are going to want to continue to watch WNBA because this girl forced her way in to a spot that she did not earn, and therefore the quote-unquote privilege was real, and then she stunk up the joint as a result? Now, think about undue pressure there for her. She doesn't deserve that pressure. It's unfair to her if she's willing to see it that way. If she's willing to see it that way. Now, I'm going to fast forward to the point where she responds. In 1 second.
These are Caitlin's own words. No disappointment. It gives me something to work for. It's a dream. One day I can be there. Caitlin handled this quote perfectly, just like Caitlin has handled a multitude of quotes perfectly.
Okay. I'm going to read it to you directly exactly what she said. Quote, honestly, no disappointment. It just gives me something to work for. It's a dream. Hopefully one day I can be there. I think it's just a little more motivation. You remember that. Hopefully when 4 years comes back around, I can be there. Good answer. No hate there. No problems with what she said. Absolutely not. She said the right thing. Is she probably disappointed? I think she would be. But again, these women, those 12 women who are on that roster, has been playing for that spot since 2022. Okay? 2022. Who are you going to leave off? Diana Taurasi, who could be going for her 6th gold medal, who knows the USA international game better than most. Actually, most of those women know the international game pretty well because they usually play overseas anyway. That might change, thanks to Caitlin Clark. But the point is, she accepted the word no, and it's her, the position she wanted to be in. We, or those of you out there who wants to see her in that position, are disappointed, but y'all are still whining about it. You cannot be more offended than the person it was meant to offend. And absolutely at this particular point, she is not as offended as you are. Y'all are on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, crying your eyes out. Go back to WrestleMania. WrestleMania 40, as a matter of fact. I was going to play the segment, but I'm not. Because it's just a pain in the butt to get to the spot without reaching commercial breaks and all this other stuff. But remember, not only was the Cody Rhodes fans whining when The Rock walked in and said, I'm fighting Roman Reigns for the head of the table of the bloodline. All of a sudden, fans are like, what about Cody? What about Cody Rhodes? He's been on this story for the last 2 years. He needs to finish his story. Meaning, he at least needs to get to the headline of WrestleMania and either win or lose against Roman Reigns. Right? Yeah. Right? Then, just in the same breath of the Cody crybabies, quote unquote, of The Rock is whining about the fact that he is not going to get to fight Roman Reigns. The irony of his whole tantrum, beating up Cody Rhodes, hitting him with a weighted belt with his name on it, beating him up to the point where he's bloodied, wiping his blood on it and offering it to his mom, offering it to Cody Rhodes' mom. All of that. Hitting him with the belt like he was a government mule. Now, granted, we know most of this is scripted, so don't get it twisted. But it still represents the point that I'm trying to make. Both the Cody Rhodes fans and The Rock himself played into the mindset of what happens when you are told no. You have a weak sense of entitlement. You think that because this girl is the most popular, she deserves a spot. So because I'm the most popular guy in school, I deserve prom king. Because I'm the most popular football player, I deserve MVP. No, your numbers suck. You don't deserve crap. Shut your ass up, get to work, and earn it. How about that? It gets old real fast when all you want to do is sit back, whine, and cry. But that's not all. That's not all. That is not all, because I got more in the chamber for you. Where is it? I gotta find this real fast. This one, if Abba and Preach will allow me to, I will share this. By the way, if you don't know who Abba and Preach is, I don't know what planet you live on. But Abba and Preach are social media stars. They have about 2.13 million subscribers. I'm subscribed to the channel, and I would suggest you go look them up as well. But here's the thing. Now I'm going to share my screen with you for this one because you need to see this.
Going crazy. So Katie invited me over. I saw that she invited another boy over, and now she's going crazy. I'm leaving.
Give me my stuff!
It's all in your room. I didn't take any of it.
No.
I'm leaving. I don't want to leave you.
You stop!
Stop what? I'm leaving.
You're not leaving right now.
I'm leaving. Why can't I leave? I don't want to. Open the door.
Mommy!
Open the door.
Mommy!
Oh, wow!
You're cheating. You're with another guy. You invite a guy over and you're with another guy. He sees it. He wants to leave. And because you're being told no, you're calling your mom as though some physical stuff is happening to you so that you don't get him to leave. First of all, do you understand what stress you're putting your mom under? Because if she believes that something's happening to her daughter from a distance that she cannot get to within a reasonable period of time, do you understand the amount of stress that you're putting on her, under her? Do you understand what that does to a person when they're on the other end of a phone, hearing you sound distraught, and then find out later on that it was all bull? This is all you're doing. This is all you just not following your home training. But there's more. There's absolutely more. I just want to play that particular one to you. But this is the worst of them all. I know I'm going to get a commercial, but don't worry.
She got a phone.
She's not answering the phone. Yeah, but I want to be here.
That's
Y'all know I'm not going to stand there because that's not a law. That's a statute.
Give me that.
I don't give y'all no jurisdiction, bro. I'm not. I'm lit soul. I don't understand that.
okay. I'm done.
Let's skip all of this.
Courtesy of YouTube channel Bodycam Watch for a video where a sovereign citizen tries to use the old laws don't apply to me nonsense for something a little bit more sinister than
2022, officers responded to a complaint about a young man harassing a woman.
Apparently, he was talking to my child.
Your daughter lives here?
Yes.
With you?
Yes.
You all live together?
Correct.
Does he stay here?
No, he's not from here.
Hi. Officer Gadsden. What's going on?
I'm just trying to talk to you about this.
That's it. She don't want to talk to you.
I mean, I don't know. That's what I'm trying to figure out. An answer. Nobody wants.
She got a phone.
She's not answering the phone.
Well, there you go. That right there should tell you she's...
Bro, you give a girl your number. Girl gives you her number, whichever version of that is. Or you obtained it somehow. You start messaging her. You call her. She does not pick up. How many times do you think? Put a number in the chat of how many times would you call or text a number before you get the hint that shorty or big dog is not interested in you, male or female? This doesn't matter. This is not about gender specific things. Let me know, put a number in the chat or in the comments as to the number you think it will take for someone to gain an understanding as to what is a good idea for you to stop contacting this person. Let me know. Let me know something.
Interested in you. Then again, he's dumb enough to believe in all that sovereign citizen stuff, which we will hear later on, so I'm not really that surprised that he won't accept that.
Okay. You understand that her mom don't want you here. She's not answering the phone.
Yeah, and I respected that. So the first time she asked me, I didn't come.
Mm-hmm.
And that was like a whole while ago. Still haven't heard now.
When
So I said, let me come back. Let me see if I could talk to him. I was just trying to talk to him. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, but
all right.
I advise on 10-12.
For what though? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Why?
Well,
Okay, first of all, nobody, the least of all the daughter, owes you an explanation. The fact that she hasn't contacted you is your answer. And secondly, if you had any respect for her, you wouldn't turn up at her house out of the blue demanding answers in a manner that requires police action.
I mean,
How am I sick?
Okay, common sense, people. The cops are here. Cops were called. Mom is calling to tell you get the hell away from her house. Do you really think that she's not in there co-signing to mom telling you get away from her house? It's not like this young lady is 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old. She is probably 19 like you are. Maybe 18 at the very least. Okay? She's telling you through various different hints she doesn't mess with you, dude. The answer is no. So therefore, clearly, you don't understand what the word no means. How often were you told no as a child? In the 19 years of your existence, how often were you told no? How many times did you throw a tantrum as a result of being told no? But I digress.
just can you listen to me for a second? Stop arguing with her.
For what? You don't even
Hello,
know me.
sir.
You don't know me.
Hello.
I just like your daughter. I'm trying to talk to you.
Ma'am, can you let me talk to him for a second, please? Do you want to step over here and talk?
I like
Okay.
your daughter.
So where we at now is she don't want you here.
Your daughter. That's it.
Hello. I'm trying to speak to you.
That's cool. I don't gotta talk to you. I'm trying to talk to her.
You gotta leave though.
Why do I gotta?
Cause she don't want you here.
Yeah, but I want to be here.
Wow, all the reasons why that young lady isn't answering any of his phone calls are on full display right now. The fact that
you're a cornball, you're desperate, and on top of all of that, you are so delusional that you think that this girl is going to fall for you because you rolled up to her crib and is disrespectfully addressing her mom, telling her, I just want to talk to your daughter. She's telling you leave and you won't leave. Do you think that that's showing respect to the woman or girl that you think that you're in love with? You like her? I'm sorry, like would not get me to the point where I am embarrassing myself to such a degree where I cannot, I'm losing all sense of dignity. Where's your dignity? Where's your pride in who you are as a man? That you're going to stand out here and repeatedly get played out. Now, it's another thing if this young lady stringing him along, giving him conversation, making him feel some type of way, but clearly evident she has not picked up her phone, she has not answered text messages, but you decided it would be a good idea to pull up to her house to find out why is she not communicating with you.
He can't take no for an answer and looks straight through this female officer to speak to the mother like she isn't even there, makes this guy super,
and you
super
wonder
dangerous.
why you get tased.
Okay, so if you don't leave, first of all, how you doing? Trespassing because you're on her property. She doesn't want you here.
I'm not. This is the property right here. So let me
Clearly,
stand
this
over
is in
here.
West
You have
Palm
no
Beach.
other reason to be in this complex. So
I just told you my reason.
okay, and I'm telling you that by law, she don't want you here. The daughter's not answering the phone.
Clearly, these West Palm Beach, Florida, number one. Number two, clearly, this is an affluent neighborhood. Because these houses are nice, real nice. And West Palm Beach is an actual really nice area. But anyway, I digress. You clearly could tell that this young man was not raised in the hood because he hasn't been punched in the face yet. Because I'm pretty sure if he lived in the hood, if he resided in the hood and somebody told you no more than once, there's going to be a fist behind the third time. Anybody from my hood, anybody from my block, anybody from any hood point USA, let me know. Put a 2 in the chat. Put a 2 in the convo. Put a 2 in the comments if you A, live in the hood, and B, are in agreement with me that this kid would have got popped in his mouth for being so disrespectful and not adhering to the word no. Some of y'all have not gotten the consequences y'all deserve, and it shows.
Statutes and codes. I know my law.
Okay.
So I know I could do it.
That's your statutes and codes. Sorry, dude, but the sovereign citizen defence is not going to cut it. If it doesn't work for people trying to get out of driving without a licence, what makes you think it's going to work for more serious crimes?
Okay,
But I'm just trying to talk to your daughter, though.
Hello, ma'am. Can you?
How do I know that, though? How do I know that? That hasn't came out her mouth.
So
Like I've already said, you have your answer. She didn't contact you or take any of your calls. The fact that you can't see that is terrifying. By the way this officer is dealing with this is amazing.
I asked you once, and now I'm telling you. The third time, I'm going to put my hands on you, and I'm going to physically remove you from the property. So you walk away and you get in your car, or this is going to turn into something that it doesn't have to be.
That's cool. But
Okay.
I'm just trying to talk to her daughter. That's not. Hey, get in your car. Where's your car? Where is your car? Listen.
His car is right there.
Okay, get in your car and leave. Why are you putting? Are you tensing on
I
me?
just explained everything to you. I told you to leave, or we're going to
I
put
don't
our hands
have
on
to
you,
leave.
and you do have to leave.
Why do I have
I
to?
explained that
What's
to
the
you.
law?
She does not want you trespassing.
What
She
law?
does
That's
not want
a law
you
that
here.
I could get arrested for.
Yes, it is.
You know that.
It is a law.
You gonna sit there
So
and
do
lie.
you
My
want to
parents
go to jail and find out?
I'm
Because
not
if you
doing
do,
this,
I will take you. You are if you don't leave.
Trespassing is not a law I can be arrested for is a worrying statement at the best of times, but it's quite disturbing to hear it from a guy being investigated for harassment and stalking.
I don't have to leave.
Yes, you.
I don't have to leave.
Yes, you do.
No.
Okay.
Hey, don't do that. Don't do that.
Don't want to do that. Stay over there. Stay over there.
I just want to talk to your daughter.
Get out of this. Get out your house.
People just make stuff so hard. I explained it to him 3 times.
That's cool.
So, first thing, not every time you see the police interact with a black dude, do you need to step into it. Because you tell me, did he deserve to be arrested? Did he earn his arrest? And to be honest with you, they're handling him quite well right now. Because I'm sorry, personally, me would have lost my patience after the 3rd time I told you, get in your car and leave. Actually, I'd have got heated after you ignored me while I'm talking to you and you just look through me and keep talking to other people. Would have got mad then. My former students would know. They'll tell you. Don't be disrespectful when there's no disrespect given. If I'm giving you a lawful order or if I'm giving you a lawful instruction, you need to follow it. End of story. Or suffer the consequences, because you're just going to get escorted out by security. I ain't going to put my hands on you. I don't have to. I just call security to get you up out my classroom, get you up out my building. Whichever version of that is, that's what's going to happen. Because I've given you chance after chance after chance after opportunity to save yourself. And you chose not to. So here's the consequence. This dude is thinking that the cops is just harassing a young black man, but that's not the case. That's why the mother's yelling, go back into your house. Mind your business. This needs to happen. My daughter is being protected right now. But I digress.
You know what my life and what I've been going through?
That's fine.
If I want to talk to her daughter, I could come knock. And
No, you don't. When we ask you to leave, no.
I don't care. I don't know y'all. Y'all nobody to me.
Okay, well, you will find out when you go to,
Y'all
when you go to
nobody
jail.
to me.
Move your hand.
If I go to jail, I'm not staying there. Y'all know that. So I'm not scared of y'all. What y'all talking about, bro?
Okay, first of all, we don't care whether you're scared or not, but Bubba might. That might be his thing. And secondly, what is it with these idiot bystanders involving themselves in situations they know nothing about? I hope he feels dumb and apologises to the mother and daughter when he learns what went down here.
Y'all know I'm not going to stand there, because that's not a law. That's a statute.
Give me that. Give me that damn key.
Let it go. Let it go.
That's out.
They are being very nice to him right now.
Listen. Y'all doing the most. We black people.
You're going to jail. You're going to
We
jail.
black people. You gonna go home and
black
look. You
people.
gonna look at yourself like, damn, I arrested a kid just cause he wanted to talk to a girl.
I got it.
Again, the word no. Even if the girl didn't tell you no. Mom told you no. Cops told you no. You still want to go on and do what you want to do. How about you find a girl that's more interested in you, but you want that girl? Because anything else in life that you have acquired has been given to you because you feel a sense of entitlement to it, and nobody has held you accountable for it. Your mindset is trash. And this also ties into the fitness industry as well. If you have the mindset that you are deserving of a specific body, you will go through all kinds of lengths to achieve that body, whether it is integritiously poor or rich. Now, for those of you who will do the work to get there, kudos to you. You pushed yourself, you tried your best, you did all that you were supposed to do to get to there. But the minute you feel the need to cheat, or you feel the need to go under the knife just to simply achieve that body. Now, we're not talking about people who have done the work and have achieved weight loss. I am talking specifically about the people who try to go get BBLs or inject their bodies with Synthol or turn around and put, enhancers in their bodies in ways that it should not be. Those are the people that I'm talking about. I want a big butt. Do the work. I don't want to. I deserve a butt. So I'm going to go pay I got $5,000. Let me go do that. I got $10,000. Let me go do that. I'm going to enhance my booty to the size that I think it will attract the most men, and it will. It will attract men. Well, actually, no, it won't attract men. It will attract boys. Because it's outlandish. It's so out there. Unnatural. It's so unnatural. It is clearly evident that you are in a poor mindset, that you are willing to deform your body in ways where you will look like a complete fool to garner the attention and the acceptance and the validity of the male objectivity. Therefore, you're willing to do anything to get likes. Anything. What does that tell that man when he sees you with that body? That is not natural. That is not yours. You're easy. Fellas, what if this young lady had low integrity and she's seen that you're such a simp that you're willing to do anything to be with her? She might make you come out of your pockets. Like I said, this is an affluent area. At least it looks like it. So you might need to come out of them pockets for sure in order for you to be with me, and then gives you nothing in return. Now you're going to feel some type of way. And then you're going to feel entitled that you deserve something from her because you gave her all this money and gifts and items and all this other stuff. And guess what's going to happen? You're going to do the unthinkable. And then you're going to find yourself really locked up as opposed to this. This right here is minor in the scope of what you could be doing. And based on what you have done, it's scary. But let's continue. He is trying to go over there.
Mind your business, sir. I appreciate you, sir. I appreciate you, sir.
Call for.
Y'all got no power, bitch. Y'all got no power. Y'all got no power, man.
Yeah, that's right. The person who just this minute placed you in a pair of handcuffs has no power. Make that one make sense.
Hey, I appreciate you, sir. Love. Now I'm just trying to talk to the daughter. That's it. That's love, though.
Right, so the bystander is not only dumb enough to involve himself in a situation he knows nothing about, but he's dumb enough to play the race card, even though the arresting officer is black. Unbelievable. Anyway, now we get the victim's side of the story, and it's quite disturbing.
Hang on.
A lot is going on. He's stalking me. He won't leave me alone. He's crazy. I've been recording every single time that he's come here, every single time that he's texted my phone. He's like harassing me, and he won't. Clearly, you see, he won't leave me alone. This isn't the first time he showed up here. I don't know how many times he showed up here when I haven't been home, okay? She's already told him on a previous occasion to leave me alone, and he doesn't listen.
So you don't want him here, you don't want him here.
No,
We told him several times,
don't come back here. You park over here, it's a fair lane, do not park here.
You're not even supposed to park there. You're not even supposed to be over
How long has this been going on for?
It's been going on for about a month now.
A month?
A month now. It's
30 whole days of being told no.
Yeah, it's crazy. Wait right here, don't leave. Let me talk to my partner for a second.
Right, so now the officer lets her approach the police car so she can basically tell him straight that she's not interested in him. And I'm sure it felt good to get it all out in a controlled environment, so to speak. But he's a weird guy. I hope